Welcome all. Today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times.
Ki Kavita takes oath as Nizamabad MLC. Former Nizamabad MP Kalwa Kuntla Kavita took oath as member of Legislative Council MLC from Nizamabad Local Bodies constituency on Thursday in the Legislative Council Chairman Kuta Sukender Reddy's chamber. Ministers Vemula Prashant Reddy, Mohammad Mahmood Ali, Kopula Iswar, Satyavati Rathod, MLAs from Nizamabad and Kamareddy district, MLCs and corporation chairpersons, local body representatives attended the swearing-in ceremony. Kavita was elected MLC, securing a record of 89% of the total votes polled. Naidu plea for Rs 10 lakh ex gratia to Pedavago victims. TDP President N. Chandrababu Naidu on Thursday expressed deep shock over the untimely death of 6 youths in Pedavago stream in Vellerupadu Mandal in West Godavari district. Naidu made a strong plea to the Andhra Pradesh government to give Rs 10 lakh ex gratia to each of the family members of the deceased persons. He conveyed his condolences to the bereaved families. The TDP chief said that the young persons met with untimely death after stepping into the swirling waters of the rivulet at Vasantwada village. The loss caused to their families due to their demise cannot be described in words. The youths who might have had a bright future met with an early death. Andhra Pradesh registers 2,905 new cases and 16 deaths. As many as 2,905 new coronavirus cases reported as on Thursday morning, taking the total tally to 8,17,679 cases. Meanwhile, the death rate also, which is slashing down, has registered 16 deaths with 3 in Krishna, 2 in Anantapur, East Godavari, Chittur, Kadapa, 1 each in Guntur, Nellore, West Godavari, Visakhapatnam and Vizianagaram. Vijay Sai Reddy writes to Center complaining irregularities of GITM University. Vijay Sai Reddy wrote a letter to UGC Chairman, violation of rules by GITM. MP Vijay Sai Reddy on Thursday wrote a letter to UGC Chairman Professor Indrapal Singh on the violation of rules by GITM University. He alleged in the letter that there was a violation of rules in setting up the university. He said the facts were hidden in the submission of land ownership documents and opined that the GITM also showed government land ownership in the report given to the UGC. He said part of the civil department structures along with the pharmacy and mechanical departments were constructed on government land. The letter stated that GITM did not comply with the requirement to disclose details to the public as it deemed to be university and did not include the documentary evidence related to the GITM lands to the concerned authorities. Rajnikant to reveal political stunts after consulting Rajni Makkal Mandram. Actor Rajnikant on Thursday tweeted he would consult officials of Rajni Makkal Mandram about his health condition and announce his political stunts to the people, denying a statement purported to be issued by him announcing his decision to quit politics. Rajnikant said some of the contents in that statement relating to his health and the medical advice given by the doctors were true. After discussing the matter with the officials of Rajni Makkal Mandram, at an appropriate time will announce my political stance to the people, Rajnikant said. Dharni will be a trendsetter. Telangana State Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Thursday said, the path-breaking Dharni, the one-stop portal for all issues pertaining to lands in the state, will emerge as a trendsetter in the country. Gone are the days when people, particularly farmers, had to make the rounds of various offices for transactions including registrations and mutation, often greasing the palms of corrupt officials, he said. Chief Minister said Telangana had achieved tremendous progress in all the sectors, including economy, power, agriculture, industry and irrigation, and Dharni portal was an important step towards resolving issues pertaining to lands in the state. Andhra Pradesh to reopen schools, colleges from November 2. The Andhra Pradesh government on Thursday announced the reopening of all educational institutions, including schools and colleges, from November 2. The educational institutions will reopen in a phased manner, with all COVID-19 precautionary measures in place, officials said. The announcement came after the centre extended the implementation of Unlock 5 guidelines till November 13. Under the guidelines, the central government had allowed opening of schools in a graded manner after assessing the coronavirus pandemic situation in their respective regions.
With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe By and Times.